Hey guys, it's Casey and welcome back to my channel. So today I am really excited about this video because I am going to be showing you guys how I did this Flexi Rod set on my silk press. And let me tell you something, this is the first time I've ever had a successful Flexi Rod set. So I am super geeked to show you how I did it. It's really easy. I used one product to accomplish this and I feel like it came out absolutely amazing. So before we begin, you guys already know what to do. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and turn on the notification bell so you're notified every single time I upload a new video. And let's go ahead and get started. All right guys, so let's go ahead and do this. So this is what my silk press is looking like after about 2 weeks. So I'm going to take sections around like this. So it's probably like a medium section, and I'm using the Mousse Def by the Dew, which I absolutely love, and I'm using those 3 flexi rods. I'm focusing the gray more so in the back, the orange kind of like in the middle on the sides, and the blue right at the front because one, didn't have enough gray, and 2, it just kind of gives like a gradient effect where the bigger ones are going to be in the back and then the tighter curls are going to be up front. So when doing a flexi rod set, the biggest 2 things: 1, making sure your hair is really smooth on the flexi rod. Secondly, making sure your hair is dry. So being that I'm starting on the silk press, that's making this process a lot easier, right? So what I'm doing is I'm applying a lot of mousse. You guys can see I'm putting a lot of mousse on my ends, and I'm really smoothing out my ends on that flexi rod, making sure it's laying down perfectly. That is going to make sure that when I take this down, I will not have frizz. And so when you're rolling up the flexi rod, you don't want to keep rolling over your hair over and over again, because that's going to make the drying process a lot harder. And if you're natural, or if you've ever done any natural styles, you know wet hair being taken down is just the recipe for frizz. So you just want to roll it up maybe like 1 time over the ends, just to make sure those ends stay on that rod and that it's nice and smooth, and just roll up that flexi rod gradually, like getting higher and higher or lower and lower depending on which way you're turning it up. And then you want to close the flexi rod. You can apply as much mousse as you feel comfortable. I did enough where I seen that my hair was laying really smooth on that flexi rod. As you guys can see, I have the orange like on the sides and the front, and then all the gray ones are going to be more so in the back as well as the middle. And then at the end of it, you guys will see I have some blue ones right up front. If you guys don't do nothing else, make sure those ends are laying smooth. Like really focus your attention on that end and make sure it is super smooth, because I mean, if you have a little bit more frizz towards the root of your hair, that's just going to create more body and volume, but you can't really finesse the frizzy ends. Okay, so this is what the finished product looked like. And what I did was I actually sat underneath my dryer. I gave myself a lot of time. I sat underneath my dryer. I went to sleep in this, and the next morning while I did my eyeshadow, I sat under the dryer a little bit more to just reassure myself that this was going to be dry. So I was kind of struggling when I took out the first one, because I was like, all right, which way you have to do this? But the way you want to unravel it is in the direction that you did the curl. Now, if you saw me rubbing my hands together, that is because I put oil on my hands. I used the TJIN one, but you can use any hair oil that you have, and this is going to just make sure you don't have any frizz or anything like that, especially when you're going to be pulling the curls apart. So you just want to go ahead and take each one of your flexi rods down. This is definitely one of those trust the process kind of styles, because I was looking at myself like, girl, you look crazy. But I was just happy to see that my hair didn't have any frizz, that the curls was curling, and that my hair was dry. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go do my foundation. That's first of all. And then I am going to apply a little bit more oil on my hands, because it's time to pull these curls apart. So what you want to do is you want to start separate each individual curl. Now, the more you separate it, the more body you're going to have, so that is totally up to you. I wanted tons of body because this was actually the hairstyle I did for my birthday shoot. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you do, okay? Because when those pictures drop, I need all the likes and all the comments and all the happy birthday wishes. But what I did was I pulled each individual curl apart, but what you want to do is you want to wrap it around your finger. That's going to just reinforce that curl, make sure there's no frizz and things like that. Just keep the hair curly and popping while you're pulling it apart, because you are manipulating your hair, and you know, we tend to get a little bit more frizz when we manipulate it. So this is just going to like reinforce that curl, okay? Do not forget to curl it around your finger again. Make sure when you're wrapping it around your finger that you're wrapping it in the direction of the curl. A few of them I messed up and I went the opposite way and I noticed a little bit more frizz, so I just was like, oh, let me go ahead and curl it the correct way. So just make sure you're doing it in the same direction. Okay, it's time to get rid of those parts and also get the hair nice and big. So I'm using my pick and just picking at the roots, just lifting a little bit, being really careful. And I also decided just to kind of run my fingers through the curls a little bit because I just wanted more body and more volume. But I was absolutely in love with the outcome. It came out so cute. Okay guys, and that completes the tutorial. So I do want to say this like outro and intro is not immediately after I finish. I did have to run out the house, so the weather and things kind of got to my hair, so you'll see like there's a little bit of frizz, but I will insert some photos of what it looked like as soon as I finish, as well as like a little video clip that I did on TikTok, so you guys can get an idea of what it looks like. But I am not mad at it because I feel like the wind and stuff like that kind of gave my hair a little bit more body. I'm obsessed with this. I love it. I think it's super cute. It's definitely different than anything I've ever done before. It has a lot of body. It's soft. It's bouncy. It's really cute. And I definitely see myself doing this again. I'm going to give myself, you know, the opportunity to do it on wet hair. I'm a little afraid of that, but I'm going to try it because I really love the outcome, and I definitely see myself, you know, styling again. You can also like pull it up if you want, which would be really cute, and have like the curly bang. You could do like the mohawk. You could pin one side back. There's like so many different ways you can style this Flexi Rod set, and I'm just really excited about the outcome. It's so different than my usual, and I'm obsessed. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.